Hello, guys. Welcome, everybody, to the Purple Haze podcast. Everybody, I am your lovely host, Isaac here. So, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. So, I want to get into a couple of subjects. The greatness of Ivan Pace Jr. and just some improvements from the Tennessee Titans preseason game, week 2. So let's start off with Ivan Pace Jr., who I never seen this dude coming. And there was a lot of things to basically say about Ivan Pace Jr. as a linebacker, as an undrafted free agent. Because all the people that were hyping him up, like, this dude is going to go off. He is a great player. And I was not quite, and to be honest, I was not quite there yet. I wasn't. So then I was, So then I was holding the possibility, but I was not 100% sure until I saw the Seattle Seahawks preseason game, and oh boy, this dude is amazing. Dude, the preseason, some really good highlights that stood out to me about Ivan Pace Jr. at that Seattle game. There were a couple of plays against Seattle. He shoved back 2 offensive linemen. Dude's 50 pounds heavier than he is. Any linebacker in the world has no business doing that, really, with ease. No linebacker has any. And basically, and he's also very good at going for the run. When he makes a mistake, like let's say he takes an awkward angle or a wrong turn, he can easily make up for it and get the tackle. Wow. And also, he's pretty decent in coverage. He's not the best at coverage, but he is very defense. But it's not hype anymore, basically. It's real. Because I am convinced that Ivan Pace Jr. is real. And Kevin O'Connell praised him and said he might go ahead and take a job. He might take a job. So, not just a starting position, but a job. Because I would replace him with Jordan Hicks, personally, for me. This dude was basically the lowest that you could go to, and then all of a sudden, he is absolutely coming out of the tunnel and just making an absolute big surprise as an undrafted free agent. That doesn't happen very often to undrafted free agents. Of course we had previously with Adam Thielen, but man, really, Ivan Pace Jr., though, he seems like a very fun guy to be with. So I am really excited to see more of him, and you know what? I would absolutely do it. The floor for him, I would go with. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think the floor would be immediate backup to Jordan Hicks or Brian Asamoah, but I want him to do a starting position because this dude is absolutely amazing. And it absolutely puts a smile on our face when it's an undrafted free agent. Everybody passed him up. Everybody. Even the Vikings did. Nobody drafted him, and then he was an undrafted free agent, and there you have it. I absolutely love this dude already, and I cannot wait for him to wreak havoc in the season. So moving forward to as far as what improvements need for the Tennessee Titans game, which will be tomorrow at 7. For my time, anyways. For any of you guys' time may be different, but anyways, you get the idea. But anyway, so the offensive line. We need offensive line improvement because Seattle game was putrid offensive line play. They because it was really hard to tell what Jaren Hall was really capable of and what Dwayne McBride is. And we frankly cannot be operating under a slow O-line because if it goes to heck, then it's Reisner or bust, basically. So I hope the Vikings understand that if the underwhelming performance of the O-line, then you realize, okay, we need to get Reisner on this team to help us. So the O-line, I want to see some big improvements on their part. As far as some players, no, not Ty Chandler. My bad. Jaren Hall. I would like to see a bit more of him. Of course, we've seen him. He was smart with the ball, but maybe just a little bit more We'll see how it goes, but he's not really much of a player, but I think he is somebody that needs a little bit of improvement. And then Lewis Cine, who needs to get better at tackling. I think he will, but we just need to, of course, we need to see it in this preseason game. Lewis Cine had bad tackling. He didn't really tackle very well. And also, despite that, he is a first-round pick that the Vikings traded up to pick for. He is a first-rounder. So I expect Lewis Cine to play better. Otherwise, it is going to be a bust. And possibly another bust, Andrew Booth Jr. Everybody absolutely loves this dude. I'm just seeing it from how I would see it, but Andrew Booth Jr., he kind of really got lazy on one of the touchdowns to Seattle, gave up quite a bit of separation, probably could have had good coverage on the guy, but allowed a touchdown after that. So Andrew Booth Jr., I would like to see a little bit more. I would really like to see a little bit more tightness. We'll see how it goes with Andrew Booth Jr. I'm not 100% sure about him either or what else happens. Outside of that, I feel like if you fix those things, I think you should be in for a solid preseason. So we'll see how that goes. And then we'll do a recap, and then I'll recap Saturday's game on Monday. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure you, again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Until then, Skull.